This space of dance and physical practice, it's pretty much defined my life. It's how my voice can come out into the world. The invitation is to come into this space where you can be with yourself in a very different way. That's what dance and theatre does for me when I watch it. When the lights go off and somewhere judgment is suspended. It can be like a meditation quite often. I hope that somewhere I can give that experience or invite people to themselves. My name is Diya Naidu. I am a dancer, a choreographer, performance maker. I began my professional journey when I was about 17 in New Delhi. I was doing college in LSR where I was studying English literature. And parallelly, I was studying jazz in a space called the Dance Works. Something was not sitting right in my body with the form jazz that I was trying to get really good at. My body was really craving some Indian forms. Shortly within that year, I was also holding back because I was injured. I then discovered Kalaripayattu and realized and found that there was a course opening in Bangalore at the Articulary Center for Movement Arts, and this education was primarily based on contemporary dance and Kalaripayattu. And that 1-year diploma at Articulary really changed my life. It was exactly what I wanted, to be training all day, to be learning forms that were organic, like contemporary dance, contact improvisation, and forms that allowed the body to find their own language. At the same time, there were traditional forms like Bharatanatyam and Kalaripayattu and yoga. In 2014, I left. I became an independent artist. I like if my work can invite the audience into an experience. So for example, before the pandemic, I was touring and I was performing a solo called Red Dress Wali Ladki, which is quite a brutal, in-your-face.
The little Montessori kids and their PT teacher in the dark, closets, changing rooms. They thought it was a game. 1, 2, I love you. 3, 4, can I lock the door? The young girl from now who made the mistake of asking for justice.
Audiences have told me that sometimes I watched it and I'm not able to get up for 2-3 days because it's so guttural and
I wanted to feel it in my bones. I wanted to confront you with the sound of bones on the floor. What does it sound like when a human body is thrown against its wishes?
And at that point, that work came from really the spate of gangrapes that we were witnessing, and this need to address can we do something about this?
Pathways for you, right? What should I have done? Option A, pay attention now.
And I think it was to implore really for men to be allies also, cis men, male identifying cis men, to be sort of allies in a certain way.
We want justice. We want justice.
Of course, one realized that there's so much anger, so much shame, so much guilt in the community. Perhaps shouting about that shame and guilt is not the way. People are quite sick of being told what to think, what to do, how to think it. Like if someone experiences something within their own body shift and they pick up and it's their own revelation, then that seems to have a bit more impact. And so it felt like maybe a moment of a more gentler offering.
Welcome to Rozak Touch. The doors are now open.
So Rozak Touch is a piece about touch and intimacy. It's an immersive piece in that there's no separation between the audience and the performer. And they keep sort of, this is how it goes. And the performers go here, the audience goes here. Then the performers go in the middle of the audience. Then they go somewhere else, then they pull the audience there. So everybody becomes audience and everybody becomes performer. It is an exploration of different kinds of touch. When we see touch in the media, on film, very often it's either sexual touch or violent touch. There's very little other touch, like playful maybe. It's to say like what happens to the body, to your body, to my body when we watch gentle, playful touch over an extended period of time. I know stories of audiences who return, of people who've used certain performances as a way to communicate with people in their life about that theme, say around sort of violence against women, for example, or touch and intimacy. So that has been very exciting when it features in the real life of a real person. The people who I've worked with, the performers, I would like to believe that they've had intense processes and sometimes have had transformational experiences. And I do believe that if the performer goes through a certain experience, it reaches the audience. The body doesn't lie. My job is not to be different or unique. Rather, my intention, I think, is to sort of sing the song that is coming through me. I don't know if anything can be original in that sense, like, oh, it's never been done before. In some corner, you will find the sauce. You know, what really moves me is when you can see that the artist has gone somewhere within and has found something that is coming through them in a very strong and palpable way, in a way that nobody else on the planet can do.